Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Jamna Tira Banachari Jamna Tira Banachari Jamna Tira Banachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kaliyug Patit Pavan Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So first of all, I would like to welcome all the devotees and guests assembled here for the Sunday Feast program. So today, tomorrow actually is a very auspicious day. So we are going to discuss that topic, and I will reveal that also. So before we start with our discussions or the philosophy that we are going to discuss, let's pray all together with our acharyas and the Krishna, so that we can really understand and the Krishna consciousness philosophies and our acharyas and their teachings, so that we can really revive our lives on based on that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which the topic of our today's discussion is Guru Shishya Parampara or Guru Shishya disciplic successions. Maybe we can close the door. Please close the door. So we are starting with Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, shloka number 2, verse number 2. Evam parampara praptam imam raj rashayo vidu sakalena mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Translation: this supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic successions, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appeared to be lost. So in this shloka, Krishna clearly explains that whatever we are learning today or whatever we know about Krishna, the devotional practices, not only this group or we are talking about ISKCON, but all other sampradayas also, those are coming in a disciplic successions. And whenever the chain is broken, Krishna appears and he says, Yada yada dharmasya glanirvavati bharata abhyudanam dharmasya tadatmanam tajame. So whenever this chain is broken, he always appears to complete that chain. So today we are going to discuss more about, first we will discuss about what is the disciplic successions, what are those paramparas or what are those successions are there, who are their authorized acharyas, and then we will discuss about the one of the prominent acharyas whose appearance day is tomorrow. Okay. So it starts with Krishna. Krishna says himself, says yes, in previous shloka we say, he clearly mentions it's the Krishna's message or the devotional life or practices is actually propagated down the line with the help of acharyas. And for those he has created disciplic successions, paramparas, the authorities basically. So you can say the directors, the deans of the colleges. So how many colleges are there? How many successions are there? 4. There are 4 paramparas or 4 disciplic succession has been created by Krishna himself. So it starts with first with the Lord Shiva, and Sampradaya name is Rudra Sampradaya. So although we may get surprised if we don't know much about this part, then how Rudra is actually propagating the message of Krishna, but this is how Krishna is created. And we'll discuss more about that. So first one is started with Rudra Sampradaya, whose owner is Lord Shiva himself. Secondly is created by Kumaras, or Chatush Kumaras. There are 4 Kumaras. So we have Kumar Sampradayas. Then we have Lakshmi, Shri Sampradaya, the goddess of fortune. And the fourth is Brahma, the Brahma Sampradaya. So these 4 Sampradayas are created by Krishna himself. We'll discuss also that this is also reference, it's not in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is only mentioning about disciplic successions. But in one of the shlokas in the next slide, we'll discuss that it is actually mentioned in other scriptures also as a reference. And they, like we just discussed, that there are 4 acharyas also in this age of Kali who are propagating this message, who are actually the authorities or the chief or the directors of these sampradayas. So for Rudra, it's Sri Vishnu Swami, who has managed or who is still managing, or the disciples of Vishnu Swami are still managing this sampradaya. Next one, you can see this. I'm just taking clips of those. You can just try to reconnect. So he appeared during 3rd or 4th century after Jesus Christ left this part. So during 3rd and 4th centuries, he appeared and started propagating the message of Krishna. And majorly he worshipped Lord Ram or Lord Vishnu, right? And the age of Krishna which he practiced for bhakti or for devotional practice was from 0 to 1. So in Sanskrit we call it Shishu. So it's a baby whom we can put on lap. So all these 4 acharyas and the reference Adhishtatri Devata like Rudra, Kumara, Sri and Brahma, they have their favorite pastimes with Krishna. And based on that, they started the parampara. And that is propagated to the acharyas in Kali Yuga. So in Rudra Sampradaya, Sri Vishnu Swami used to worship Krishna. He used to propagate the message of Krishna during 3rd and 4th centuries. They are still here. They were actually almost vanished, but later on one acharya actually revived it. But they are worshiping Krishna, who is aged between 0 to 1. That is Shishu. Next one is Sri Nimbarka Swami. He is managing, or he started Kumara Sampradaya in Kali Yuga. So and who is worshipping him? He appeared in 11th century, approximately in the 11th century. And he started worshipping Radha Krishna, the original form of Radha Krishna. See, in previous Acharya, you can see Rudra Sampradaya, he is worshipping only Krishna in form of Lord Ram or Lord Vishnu. And then when Kumar Sampradaya, Sri Nimbarka Swami appeared, he extended the love of Krishna with Krishna and Radha together. And basically he is worshipping the form of Krishna where his age was between 11 to 16, the youth age, Kumar, where kids start getting bigger and they get their girlfriends and boyfriends also. So here he started with Kaumar, right? And he appeared in 11th century approximately. Again, these are approximate things because there is not concrete evidence as such, but yes, there are evidences from different scriptures where many acharyas from our sampradaya, other sampradayas also are matching each other. Third one is managed by Shripad Ramanujacharya, and he appeared in 1017 and 1137 he left this world. So in 2017 actually we celebrated his 1000th birthday already. And he was worshipping Sri Rangam, and he was basically worshipping the Yavan age, the youth age of Krishna, that is from 15 to 24. And the next one is Sri Madhvacharya, who is in the lineage of Brahma Sampradaya. And he worshipped Sri Udupi Krishna. And age of Krishna was, or is, where he is worshipping is from between 5 to 10. So that is not a Poganda. So neither he is youth nor he is a child. So it is in between. And these things, these naming or the picturization that we have done is in the chronological order. So first Rudra in the Vishnu Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami, the Rudra Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami appeared in 3rd and 4th century, then Nimbark Swami, then Sripad Ramanujacharya, and then Madhvacharya. And they propagated the different message and different appearance and different leelas of Krishna. And they are worshipping Krishna in different age forms. So it's all their personal reciprocation with them. And what are their philosophies? So it's not like that they are, although they are following the same philosophy on higher level, but from their personal connect point of view or from their source, that is Rudra Sampradaya, that is from Lord Shiva or Kumaras or Lakshmi and Brahma, they are carrying a particular messages, philosophy. Like in Sri Vishnu, Sri Rudra Sampradaya, the philosophy is about Shuddha Advaita. We'll not discuss much on that, but otherwise we lose the topic. But yes, in the last, when we complete the discussion, we can have question answers and then we can discuss that part. So Rudra Sampradaya says, or Sri Vishnu Swami says, Krishna is supreme. The message he propagated that Krishna is supreme. Soul is part of Krishna himself, but it's in Krishna. And this material world is real, it's not illusion, it's real. Like if I'm pinching myself, I'm feeling the pain. If I'm getting Rasgulla, I'm feeling happiness. So its material world is not myth, like it was mentioned in Mayavad. So it's real. What about Kumar Sampradaya? They are little extended part of the same philosophy. So it's like every Acharya added the more perceptions of the devotional life. And what they are saying? Radha Krishna are supreme. So not only Krishna, Radharani is also there. So he say Radha and Krishna are supreme. And second part is Sola or Jiva, soul or the Jiva. Basically, they are part of Krishna. So they are not independent of Krishna. But at the same time, they are independent in terms of soul. They are not Krishna, they are independent of Krishna. Yes, and that is not a Abheda. But the soul and this material world are not God. That we cannot say, I am God, or this building is God. So he clearly distinguished between God and this material energy. And the third word is this material world is real. He carried for the same message which Rudra Sampradaya also mentioned. And Dvaita Advaita Vedanta philosophy, that was from Kamar Sampradaya. Sri Sampradaya says Vishishta Dvaita Advaita philosophy. That's the soul is not identical to God, but it is part of Him. Like in previous message, we discussed this part. And this world, this material world, is energy of God. It's not God; it's energy of God. And Prapti and Bhakti, the the ambition of the goal of this life is to achieve Krishna, to get Krishna. And that is Prapti, and the Bhakti is devotional practice or devotional service. And the last is Dvaita Vedanta philosophy, where there is a clear distinction mentioned between the material energy and spiritual energy or spiritual platform of Krishna himself. And that is based on, again, 4-5 principles, that is Pancha Bheda. And there are 5 differences, but basically they clearly mentioned the difference between God and the soul, God and this material world, soul and soul, God and soul, and other combinations. That was clearly mentioned in depth, more depth. Then it was also mentioned about the Swatantra and Avatantra Tattva. Who is independent, who is not independent. So Krishna is independent, he is Swarat, and we are dependent. Then realism also. Like this entire world, again, is carry forward in the same philosophy. So Madhvacharya actually carry forward the philosophy which are propagated by 3 acharyas and they club together all and redefined in a better way. Then we are also mentioned about the bhakti and the grace. So it's not about the devotional practice. If we are chanting or if we are practicing some spiritual practices, we will get Krishna. No, it's bhakti and by grace. So if we get the grace or mercy of Krishna, then only we'll get. Or if we get the mercy of devotees, then only we'll get Krishna. And hierarchy of souls also. So it's God, then demigod, then material souls, then other living entities. That's where hierarchy was also defined. And the position of Guru also. So in other platforms, yes, Guru was mentioned, but specifically in Madhvacharya, it was really emphasized a lot that he is a mediator between the soul and Krishna. So it's never the case like in previous principle or Siddhanta we said bhakti and grace. So it's not by our effort will get Krishna. Our effort is important, our desire is important, our determination is important. But Krishnas and devotees, basically by the grace of the devotees, by mercy of devotees, will get Krishna. Right. So these are basic. And like I just mentioned, it's up not only in Bhagavad Gita, in Padma Purana it's also mentioned. Not spend much time on this, but I just put the reference. So it's clearly mentioned there are sampradayas. Sampradaya Vishnu ye mantras to nishphala mataha अतः कलो भविष्य ही चतुर्वह संप्रदाय श्री ब्रह्म रुद्र सनक वैष्णव क्षिति पावना चतुर्वह संप्रदाय च कली pavana pavana. So it's clearly mentioned there are four sampradayas like we are discussing. So it's not that in Krishna we mentioned and somebody actually put these four names. No, these are from Padma Purana. It's clearly mentioned. There are four sampradayas, and if you are chanting any other mantra or any other follow the any particular bhakti devotional practices which are not mentioned in this sampradaya, then it's just a waste of time. But yes, if somebody is sincere, if it's not in the sampradaya, then Krishna or the devotees help us to guide into the parampara. Now, tomorrow, and we don't have a program here, basically it's a working day, so we don't have much as such activities in temple officially here, but yes, we have appearance day. We are going to celebrate the appearance day of Sri Ramanujacharya. So he is from Sri Sampradaya or Lakshmi Sampradaya. So maybe we might be having some programs, local programs at home, but not in temple, at least I know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So Sri Sampradaya, Sri Ramanujacharya actually, he is actually appeared at the place of Sri Rangam. You can see that picture on the left hand side, your left hand side. That is Sri Rangam temple, where he used to worship Krishna, and there is the temple, and the right hand side you can see the deities of Sri Rangam. So it's a painting. We are not allowed to take the picture in India. In this, it's a very special place. So these are the deity where Krishna is lying down as a Sri Rangam, and the Lakshmi Maya is sitting there. So like we just discussed, we celebrated the 1000 years basically in 2017, 5 years back or 8 years back. So we'll discuss some part of his like 4 topics basically about his childhood pastimes, how and where he appeared, then some discussion about his spiritual master, some of his pastimes which inspires us, and also his teachings, important teachings. So if we talk about the childhood pastimes, his birthplace is Shri Perumbadur. So it's in Chennai, near Chennai, basically 40 kilometers from Chennai. So he appeared in a place where place name is Perumbadur, and his parents' name are Shri Keshavacharya and Srimati Kantimati. His parents' name, and Kantimati was having a brother who was a sannyasi, and the name of the sannyasi was Sri Shailapurna, and he was disciple of Sri Pad Yamunacharya ji. There are a lot of names because I think those are how the Ramanacharya was blessed with so many devotees around him. His entire life was part of meeting and taking association of many acharyas. So Srimati Kantimati was having a brother, and her name is Shri Shailapurna, and who when saw the Ramanacharya, once he appeared actually, he gave the name of Sri Ramanujacharya as Ramanujacharya. The time when he saw him, and he saw that he is the incarnation of Sri Lakshmana, who is associate of Lord Ram, Lord Balram himself. So basically, Ramanacharya, the name Ramanujacharya itself say Ram Anuja. So the Anuj means the younger one. So the person who is younger to Lord Ram is known Ramanujacharya, and that's why since he is the incarnation of Lord Lakshman, his name given was Ramanujacharya. So Anuj means Anuja means the follower. So Anu means follower, and the person who follow, and Ja means to walk. So the person who walks and follow the person. So similarly, Ramanuja. So Lakshman, the Lord Lakshman name is also Ramanuja, the person who followed Lakshmana, Lord Ram. Similarly, like in Vrindavan, we know Srimati Lalita Maya, Srimati Vishakha Maya. She is also known as Anuradha. So Anuradha, the person who follows Radha. So that's how the meaning of Anuja comes. So even like we discussed about these four sampradayas, our acharyas also explains. They give an analogy basically. These four sampradayas are given with analogy that this material world is known as resembling as a ocean. It's a well, not a ocean. My bad. So this material world is like an ocean. This well, not ocean. And these four sampradayas are four ropes put in the ocean. And we jiva or these living entities are like fallen souls in the well. So if we are able to catch any of these ropes, we are able to get delivered from the well of this material world. So these sampradaya are going to help us. Any of these. It's not that only one sampradaya will help. If you catch hold of any of these sampradaya, we can be delivered. Yes, we have to hold the rope tightly. And the Sri Sampradayas in this case, if you also understand, we also try to understand the spiritual masters. So in the life of Sri Ramanacharya, there were many spiritual masters he accepted in gradual processes because there were many. There was not only one, but the prominent one was Mahapurna, who initiated him for the Bhakti Marg. So that was the first spiritual master, actual spiritual master. There were many others also. And the later one also, the Yamunacharya, who actually explained him about to who for the Sampradaya actually, where the Ramanujacharya actually spread over the message of Sri Ramanacharya throughout his life. There are the two ones. So Sri Ramanacharya appeared, actually he appeared to defeat the impersonalism, the Mayavad philosophy. Today is too much technical, so please don't get bored. You can ask me the questions in between also, it's fine. But it's more about to understand who was Ramanacharya and what we are actually benefited with that, with him basically. So does anybody know what is impersonalism other than Prabhuji who are already following? Any other person like to guess what is impersonalism? Mayavad. Let's make it interactive so that it will not be that I am speaking only. You will sleep very soon. What is impersonalism or Mayavad? Any. It should be. Yes, exactly. One aspect is God is not a person. What else? Exactly. Second is to merge in Krishna. What else? Third one is the soul and the God or Krishna are same. They are not different. It's just we have to realize you are God, I am God, he is God, she is God. Today we don't realize, tomorrow we will definitely. By practicing some tapasya, will become God. Like Hiranyakashipu tried, but he never became. So just to defeat this philosophy, Ramanacharya appeared. So before Ramanacharya, this philosophy of Mayavad was propagated in the entire world, majorly in India and then from India to other places of the world. And this is very lucrative one, I am God, you are God. We can do everything, whatever we like. So attractive. We want to become God. Everybody, we want to become enjoy. So it's become easy to propagate. If I say, okay, uh, you are a diabetic, I am a diabetic person, and I'm not supposed to eat sweets. How much do I like? I'll say, no, 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 this is not good. I should not be diabetic. Let me just get it out of it and then we'll enjoy the sweets. If I say you have diabetes, but don't worry, you take the tablet and you eat the sweets also. So this is enjoyer mentality. So that's what this impersonalism of Mayavadi is saying. So sometimes like it is also being said that how the Mayavadis is saying that God is formless, nameless, activityless, qualityless, and Prabhupada says who speaks like this is shameless. So it's not like that God is not having a form. So we will discuss some pastimes of Sri Ramanacharya basically, and then it becomes more interactive than philosophical. So During his childhood, he was associated with his parents and also Shailapurna and then Mahapurna also. But later on, when he became young, he went to one of the Acharya, not a recommended Acharya, he was a Mayavadi. Later on, it was realized his name was Yadavacharya. So Yadavacharya was a very famous and well-known Mayavadi sannyasi in South India at that time. So, but it was not known to Ramacharya that he was a Mayavadi. Again, it's a pastime. He is himself is Lakshmana. He is himself is Balram. He knows everything, but just to reveal the world how the Mayavadis are actually propagating the wrong messages. So he approached Yadavacharya and he asked, okay, I just want to understand the Vedanta philosophy about who is Krishna, who is his, what is his creation, and what is the duties of a soul and super soul and all those things, and what the relation between super soul and soul. And in one of the discussions, there are many discussions. I think I will discuss few of them. Uh, one of the discussion was yeah. One of the discussion was one day Yadavacharya was sitting with his disciples, and Ramanujacharya was also there. He accepted him as a spiritual master, and he was discussing, and Yadavacharya was quoting from Atraya Upanishad about the definition of Krishna or God, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Who is Krishna? Who is Supreme Personality of Godhead? He has three features. Satyam is the absolute truth. Jnanam, he is most intelligent. Anantam, he is eternal. And who is he? He is Brahma. Not Brahma, Brahma. Brahman. Not Brahman, also Brahma. He himself is Brahma. He is Krishna. But Yadavacharya manipulated that part and he did not accept this truth. And he said there is a problem with this Upanishad. And he clearly mentioned this while comparing that with an example. That he mentioned that how can a cow can have a can have a horn, full horn, half horn, or no horns. It is impossible. Either cow must have a horn, complete full horn, maybe half horn, maybe no horn. How is it possible that everything exists same time? So it's impractical. It is incomplete. The definition of Krishna is given is he is Satyam, he is Jnanam, he is Anantam separately or independently, not together. And when Ramanacharya heard this, he immediately stood up and he said, whatever, my dear spiritual master Yadavacharya, whatever you are saying is completely nonsense. How this is possible? Then he gave an example of a flower. This time now Ramanujacharya is speaking that with a flower, we have a fragrance, we have a soft texture, and we have a color. All three are existing at same time. All three are existing. All three features are existing in same time in that flower. Similarly, we have a sun who can dissipate heat and sunlight both together, not only independently, it's together. So if the things or the living beings which are created by Krishna, who is supreme powerful, can exhibit multiple qualities, why not Krishna himself has those qualities? And this Yadavacharya was not having any answer. So he kept quiet, but he was furious inside that how can he defeat me in front of my disciples? So he I never tried to blaspheme him or demoralizing him, but he's planning to kill him, and even the disciples are also engaged in the same sinful activity. So what he did that he returned back from the same place. The disciple went ahead, but he himself turned take a U-turn or some other turn and started returning back. But by the time he came to know this part, he was very much ahead of his own place. So they started from Kanchipura, one of the spiritual place in India. From there started the journey. After so many days, maybe a month of journey, he came to know about this. Till 1 month, the disciples could not allow, or they did not allow Govinda, his cousin brother, to reach Ramacharya to explain the conspiracy. So it almost for 1 month they were walking, and Ramacharya was not knowing the route how to go back. It was the first time he came to North India. So he started traveling back, and suddenly he saw one hunter couple, the person who hunt animals. One of the couple actually he met him, and he started, "Okay, I'm really lost the path. I want to go back to my place, Kanchipuram, to meet my cousins and to meet my parents. So can you please help me?" And they started immediately helping him, and they were traveling together. Some days, 3 or 4 days passed by. Days and night they were walking. They were having some prasad, some water, some sadhana also, but they were walking. For almost 3 4 days they were constantly walking with minimum of kind of rest. After 4 days they took some rest in a secluded place in a forest, and the couple mentioned, okay, we have a pond nearby, so let's take a rest and tomorrow we'll start the journey again. So that Ramacharya was sleeping that night, and suddenly he heard something. The couple were discussing that, okay, that wife, that of the couple, of the wife of the husband, actually the couples, they were discussing. The wife said that I'm feeling very thirsty. Can you bring water to me? And the male, that husband, was telling that, okay, this is night. It's too late in the night. How can I go? It's a jungle, and it's a forest, and we have very we would be in a different dangerous situation also. So let in 3 or 4 hours we'll get in the morning. I'll get water for you. Just for the timing, just sleep for some time. And Ramanacharya when he heard this part, and then he slept back. And by the time around 3 or 4 hours later, he woke up and he saw he could not find the hunter's couple at all. And he was searching for them. Where is hunter couple? They helped me a lot, but I don't know how to move ahead. It's only 3 days. I walked. I had to travel 27 more days to travel back to my home. He was not knowing where to go. And suddenly he started walking towards the pond, which he heard in the night. As soon as he reached the pond, he saw some villagers, crowded village basically. And he started asking about the place and about the direction where he want to go, Kanchipuram. So he met one of the old person in the village, and he said, okay, he only asked, okay, my dear friend, can you please guide me? Where is Kanchipuram? I'm lost. I was traveling with some of the devotees. He didn't mention the ill people. He did not blaspheme them. He said, I was traveling with the devotees. While returning back, I lost the path. Some hunter was helping me, the couple, but till yesterday, they were here. Till yesterday night, they were here. But I don't see them now. So I'm lost the path. So can you please guide us? And the person said, okay, where do you want to go? Then he said, Kanchipuram. So this is the Kanchipuram. And this Ramacharya was very much surprised that how is it possible? I personally walked. I was seeing the path also, although I could not remember. It took me a month almost to reach to North India. But within 3 days, I returned back. So he started immediately meditating on Krishna or Sri Rangam, whom he worshipped more. And he immediately realized that it was Sri Vishnu and Srimati Lakshmi Maya came as a hunter couple and guided him to Kanchipuram in 3 days instead of 1 month. And that's how he realized. And this is also we also hear in Srimad Bhagavad Gita also, where Krishna says clearly, Ananya chinto yato mam ye jana pariupasate tesham nitya viyuktanam yogakshemam ahameham. Krishna, what does mean of this verse? It says, those who worship me, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, those who worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. So Krishna clearly mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, I always protect my devotee. Ame bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will not perish. Krishna says to Arjuna. When Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjuna, go and declare that I'll protect my devotee. Name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never perish. You announce it. Krishna says, Arjuna says, you can also announce. You are teaching me so much Bhagavad Gita. You can also go and announce that my devotees never perish. And Krishna says, no, no. I always keep the promise of my devotees. I may break my own vows, my promises, but I always protect my devotee. That means protection from everything. That was says. And this promise what we hear in Bhagavad Gita and in this pastime also, where Lakshmi and Vishnu himself came to protect Ramacharya from these ill-minded disciples and Acharya. And also he also sent a cousin brother Govinda to protect him. So this promise done by Supreme Lord is actually authentic. It's authentic and is proven by so many times, tested by so many times by great devotees. Right? Can you name? Like let's I simply ask one question. Can you name some of the devotees who had so many challenges, so many troubles in their life? Best Prahlad Maharaj. Who else? Mirabai. Who else? Draupadi Maya, a perfect example. Under Prabhupada, yes. Narsimha Mehta, sorry. What else? Haridas Thakur. Right? And there are many devotees. Bhishmadev himself. Ramdas. There are many devotees who has gone through this trouble. And it's a proof they were saved by Krishna. So we have so many examples. We have a list of examples. If we start discussing, maybe we will require some years to discuss those past. There are so many devotees whom Krishna has. The Pandavas also, right? In Mahabharata, in Ramayana, Krishna protected Sugriva, Vibhishan, and in Pandava's case, Kunti Maharani is also. There are so many devotees Krishna has protected, and that's what Krishna is mentioning here, right? So in these stories, we are getting all kind of flavors, like suspense, crime, romance, heroic fights, some escapes, some dangers, everything. So only the matter if we read these stories from books or from some spiritual senior devotees basically, then we realize these things. We need not to watch some movies. Everything is there. What else is required? We have a conjugal affairs. Krishna had did so many pastimes. Lord Rama also broke the bow, right? The bow basically, that's Lord Shiva bow. We have so many things. Everything is available in these scriptures. So Ramanacharya then actually moved back. He understood this Ramacharya, Yamunacharya. He is not a good person. He's a Mayavadi. He's also trying to kill him. So instead of disturbing him more, he returned back to Kanchipuram and then he met back uh, one of the very close devotees of, uh, again, like we just mentioned this, Shailapurna. He was a disciple of Yamunacharya ji. So returned back to Shailapurna, and when he met Shailapurna from birth, by birth he was from a Shudra family, low class family. And whenever Ramanacharya ji used to meet him, he used to always say, no, 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 actually I'm a low class person, born in Shudra family, and you are from Brahmana family. Please don't touch me and don't associate with me. And then Ramanacharya actually mentioned that, okay, how is it possible? If somebody is actually born, if I'm born in, actually I'm born in Brahmana family, if my parents are actually Brahmanas, I must serve you. If my life is not there to serve you, to feed you, to give you respect, then let the hell with this Brahminical family and this Brahminical traditions. Like in uh, West Bengal or Bengali language, there is a saying, Suchi hoy, muchi hoy, yadi Krishna bhaje, taje. Muchi hoy, suchi hoy, yadi Krishna bhaje. So Muchi means low class, Suchi means high class. So it's a Suchi hoy, Muchi hoy, yadi Krishna taje. If a person is born in a Brahminical family but leaves Krishna behind, he doesn't worship Krishna, then he's a low class person. But if a person who is born in a low class family, Chandalas, the Shudra family, but he worships Krishna, then he is Yadi Krishna Bhaje, then he is considered to be the topmost Brahmin. So those kind of pastime Sri Ramanacharya was having already. And then he finally met Sripad Yamunacharya ji, who was actually great exalted devotee of Krishna. So one of his spiritual master, the prominent spiritual master. So the final spiritual master which he met was Sri Yamunacharya ji. So before leaving his body, there is another pastime. Before Yamunacharya actually left the body, uh, Yamunacharya actually left his body, and his, like, whenever a person leave the body, normally he has different body symptoms. So normally the fingers are open, or sometimes because of pain they get entangled like this. But in case of Yamunacharya ji, he was having three fingers like this. One hand was free, the right hand was like this. So all the disciples of Yamunacharya was surprised actually. Why our spiritual master actually he's left his body and his three fingers are like this. And one hand is free, left hand is free completely like this. But right hand was having three folded fingers. And immediately when Ramacharya was approached at that place, and he immediately mentioned, he started taking vows. So he took three vows. The first was that I will propagate this Vishishta Dvaita philosophy and surrender the Shanagati philosophy to everyone. And immediately that one finger unfolded. So now it becomes two. And it was a dead body. Also a spiritual thing, but yes, the Yamunacharya was not no more there. It was his body. But body responded with opening one finger. And he took the second vow. I'll write a commentary. I'll promise that I'll write a commentary on definitive Vaishnava commentary, especially on Vyasa Brahma, which will bring out the supremacy of Lord Vishnu. And immediately the another finger opened up. And immediately when he saw the second finger opened up, he immediately vowed the third one also. That I'll to honor Vyasadeva and Parashar Muni, I'll start writing a bhashya on those as well. Like preach their message. Immediately all the fingers opened up. And the entire Shri Sampradaya actually realized, the disciples of the sannyasis who were there at the last rites of Yamunacharya, they realized that he is very, very special. This Ramacharya is not an ordinary person. It's a very special person. And then everybody accepted that him to be the spiritual master or the initiated guru in Sri Sampradaya. And there onwards, he lived for almost 100 years. And he preached the message of Sri Sampradaya, Yamunacharya especially. So that was basically how the Ramacharya was life is. And he used to always associate with so many spiritual masters, even Mayavadis also. So he never proclaimed that Yadvacharya, person like Yadvacharya, who was Mayavadi, explaining Krishna's eyes to be a backside of monkey. He never blasphemed him, never cursed him. Although he was himself is Lakshmana, he could have really cursed. In Balram, in the form of Balram, in form of Lakshmana, he was very fearful. He could have killed Yadvacharya by seeing him. But he forgave him and explained what is the right philosophies, and then he left him because he was not getting to change himself. So he was got the Ramacharya life was always filled with sanghas in the service of the devotees and acharyas, like Kanchipurna we discussed, and Mahapurna, one of the acharya, Yamunacharya ji, Koshtipurna. There are many, many acharyas to whom he has associated with. And there are many other teachings also. Do we have some time or it's already over? 3 minutes? Okay. So I'll just wrap up now with a small thing here. So we have a quiz of 5 questions. Well, I'll take 1 minute to explain the 5 instructions given by. Okay, okay, should be fine. Okay, then. Okay, then thank you, Mataji. So the last teachings which Ramacharya actually taught to their students, their disciples, was, I mentioned many, but prominent of the which were highlighted in red. One was to always be united and be in association of Krishna, or the devotees, sorry. So always be united, like Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also says, come what say. Be there, whatever we say to each other doesn't matter. Be united and serve devotees. And always, second instruction was always serve the spiritual master and devotees with humility and tolerance. It's not a service with humility and tolerance. And third was constantly read scriptures and always keep chanting the holy name of God. So he's serving the devotees with full heart, with humility and tolerance, constantly chanting the holy name of God and reading scriptures, and always associate devotees. Don't leave them. Be united. So this is how it was. And just reference, he also wrote three books. Majorly, Sri Bhashya is the one of the prominent one, now read by all the sampradaya, all the four sampradayas. So tomorrow we have an appearance day of Sri Ramacharya, and he'll not be here in the temple at least. But if you go back home, you can read about him. If somebody has a Vaishnav calendar, it's already attached. If you check the date, you will see the details of all the pastimes. We just quoted looking at the time frame. We quoted only 3 or 4, but you can read more. He was the savior, basically, from the Mayavadis to our life. Today, what we are learning about or hearing about Krishna and Radha is just because of him. Earlier, it was only Krishna. Before that, is only Mayavad. So he brought in Radha and Krishna to our life. So let's pray sincerely to him that, like the way he destroyed other Mayavadis and illusory people, let's he bless us also, so that we also get the love of Krishna and the strength of to perform devotional practices like he did in his life. Sri Ramacharya Maharaj ki jai. So before you ask me the questions, we have kept a quiz. I'm sorry, I don't have surprise other than this garland I have from Prabhupada. So the person, I have two garlands. So although I have 5 questions, the person get one garland each. So questions, quiz of the day. It's not a one question and a 5. Just raise your hand, don't answer. What are the 4 sampradayas? Who can name it? Just raise your hand, and if try for the right answer, you'll get one garland from Prabhupada. In Gaudiya Vaishnava. Raise your hand and then yes, Prabhuji.
Shiva Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Shivakni or Shri Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya.
Perfectly fine. Hare Krishna. See Rudra, Kumar and Shri and Brahma. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. You can please pass on. Hare Krishna. Say Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. What's your name, Prabhuji?
Nityananda.
Nityananda. So nice. That's why you know this. Okay, next questions. Name the 4 acharyas of Sampradayas. Who can answer? Not you, probably this time. If nobody answers, I'll give you the option. You will get another one. What more? Not you for the timing, and we'll wait. Try, just try. I know it was a really quick lecture, but you can name 2. I'll give a discount.
Madhvacharya and Kamalkant.
Perfectly fine. Hari Bol, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you're good now.
Say it again,
Your name, Prabhuji?
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh Prabhuji. Jai. Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, we don't have gifts now. I'm sorry. We'll say Hari Bol. Third question is, what is the birthplace of Ramanujacharya? We just saw on previous slide the place and the picture, but not exactly. Yes, Prabhuji, please. Shri Parambadur. Yes, thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. What's your name? Suhas Prabhuji. Suhas Prabhu ki? Jai. Only Jai Prabhu this time. Shri Parambadur. But he worshipped the deity of Sri Ranga. Okay, the 4th question is, which sampradaya ISKCON belongs to? Who can answer? Other than 3 of them and 2 of them also. But you can answer, but other than just for waiting. Who can answer? Yes.
Shri Brahma Sampradaya.
Brahma Sampradaya. And what is the full name of Sampradaya we call? It's a chain of Sampradaya. So Brahma. Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So we are from Brahma Sampradaya. The complete name of Brahma. Then we have Madhvacharya. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu appeared. So Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. So it's complete name. Your good name, Prabhuji? Nanda Kumar Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, yours? Dan Prabhuji. Dan Prabhu, Nanda Kumar Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And the last question that is come for when we are going to celebrate Lord Ram's birthday. Who can tell? First of all, what is that day named as? Like in Krishna, or we say Krishna Janmashtami. What is the Lord's Ram birthday called as?
Ram Navami.
Ram Navami. So when it is?
Next Saturday.
Friday.
Okay, let's have a guess. We have 2 days already, Friday and Saturday. What else? Maybe I'll surprise you.
Thursday.
Exactly, it's 26 March. 2026. I hope we are, I'm not sure, but I don't see the flyer, but it may be that we are going to celebrate
Yeah.
Ram Navami.
There's the program.
There's a program here. We are going to celebrate Ram Navami on 26th March, this coming Friday. And I think in Radhadesh we have on Friday, I believe. I'm not sure, but here I think we are planning to celebrate on Thursday. So again, why we really discuss about Ramacharya, because Ramacharya was Lakshmana, and he appeared first to protect the devotees so that they can really take shelter of Lord Ram. And that's why Ram Anuja, the person who followed Lord Ram. And now since we are heard about how we should worship Lord Ram, what injunctions and what philosophy we should understand, then that will help us to really come closer to Lord Ram. And then we can celebrate Ram Navami in a better way. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Maybe we can take 2 minutes if somebody has any questions. Otherwise, yeah. The standard way, they are all chanting Hare Krishna Mantra as instructed by Acharyas. But individual mantras which are given by the Acharyas to the disciples is different. That is different in different disciples, disciplic successions. But Hare Krishna mantra is very prominent in all the 4 sampradayas. So we can chant Hare Krishna mantra safely. Like we discussed, this material world is known as a well, compared as a well. And there are 4 ropes. Rope are same, only the person are different who was pulling it up. And we are in this material well. So if we catch any rope, which means you chant Hare Krishna mantra, it's fine. If you chant Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya, also fine. But because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself came to this material world and asked and requested us to chant Harinam, and in Madhva, in Brahma Vaitya Puran, when Narad Muni is asking Brahmaji that, okay, what is the best way to for a soul to get delivered in Kali Yuga, and he says Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam Eva Kevalam. Kalo Nasteva 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 Gatiraneta. So it's only holy name of Krishna. And Krishna himself appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Madhava Sampradaya. Right? From Madhavendra Puri to Ishwar Puri, then to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He proclaimed, chant Hare Krishna. So it's Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna's name is pure. It's pure in itself completely. One who chants comes in the contact of Krishna. So if we chant Hare Krishna mantra, we are in the well of this material world. We are catching at least one rope. Either of the rope we can catch and we can get delivered to from that well. I hope that is acceptable answer. Any other questions? Yes, Prabhuji.
When you were mentioning about that anybody can be considered as God,
Yeah.
I think in that respect, Shukdev Goswami, he also used to worship like Nirgun Nirakar form of God. So he never, I don't think he worshipped the Sagun Sakar, but he always worshipped Nirgun Nirakar.
Srimad Bhagavatam clearly mentioned this part already. No, but yes, it's clearly mentioned. Sukdev Goswami explained out of the 12 cantos which he explained to Parikshit Maharaj. And who was Parikshit Maharaj? He was grand disciple of Arjuna. And when Parikshit Maharaj inquired to Sukdev Goswami about the best perfection of the life during this last 7 days, he simply asked Sukdev Goswami, hey, my dear Sukdev Goswami, I'm accepting you as my spiritual master. Please guide me. What is best for a person who is going to die soon? And then he started explaining about Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam talks about Krishna mainly. So there are 3 sections majorly. The middle section of the chapter, Canto 10, talks about Krishna. And where he explained the complete pastimes of Krishna, basically. And actually didn't mention much about Radharani also. So he clearly explained that okay, the pure devotional life of for Krishna, actually that is the absolute truth, and that is the best way. In Bhagavad Gita also, like again Krishna himself is telling that the bhakti yoga is the topmost thing. Nobody can attain me. The Krishna is saying, nobody can attain me from knowledge, from austerities, from wealth, from beauty, from power. So it's pure devotional, unalloyed devotions, love and the service attitude. By that, O Arjuna, that attracts me. And then say it's one completely unalloyed devotions. And Prabhupada also used to quote that it's not a devotional life only, it's a devotional service. We need to serve and love Krishna. That's what's explained in Srimad Bhagavatam also. So in Srimad Bhagavatam also, if we see the pastimes of Sukdev Goswami, we will not discuss much, it's already late. But Sukdev Goswami also appeared in this material world from the womb of Vyadev's wife, right? And he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Lord Shiva, where he was explaining Krishna's pastime to Parvati Maya, his wife. So when he heard the pastimes of Krishna, and when Lord Shiva chased him, he reached out to Ved Vyas. So it was always the case. He explained about the impersonalism, basically the non-form, basically the avoid form of Krishna, and that's why we discussed in the first, I think, the previous slide, basically, where Yadvacharya was challenging him that okay, cannot be possible for Krishna that he can be formless and form together, and he defeated him that okay, no, it's there. Krishna has a form. Krishna, if you want, Krishna can come as a formless, but if you want, actually he has a form. So I think we are late, Prabhu. I'm sorry, but we'll discuss more. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Gauranitai Gaur Chandra ki.
को शोभा की जायो शोभा की बजयो जयो गौरचंद्रे आरती को शोभा जानावि तटवने जगमनलोभा जानावि तटवने जगमनलोभा कि बजयो जयो गौरचंद्रे आरती को शोभा जानावि तटवने जगमनलोभा तकीने निताय चान बामे गददारा Hine nitai chan Bame gadadara Nikate advaita Srini Vasachatradara Nikate advaita Srini Vasachatradara Bosi yache gorachan Ratna Simhasani Bosi yache gorachan Ratna Simhasani Arati korena Brahma Adi Devagane Arati korena Brahma Adi Devagane Bosi yache gorachan Ratna Simhasani Arati korena Brahma Adi Devagane Ki bajayo jaya Gaurachandre Arati ko shobha Janavi tatavane Jagamanalobha Narahari adi kori Chamaradulaya Narahari adi kori Chamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Goshadigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Goshadiga Shankar baje ghanta baje baje karatala Shankar baje ghanta baje baje karatala Shankar baje ghanta baje baje karatala Shankar baje ghanta baje baje karatal Madhura mridanga baje Paramarasala Madhura mridanga baje Paramarasala Shanka baje ghanta baje Madhur 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 baje Shanka baje ghanta baje Madhur 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 baje Shankha baje ghanta baje Madhur 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 baje Shankha baje ghanta baje Madhur 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 baje Madhur 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 baje Madhur 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 baje Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला 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 गाला देशे बनमाला कोरे जलमाला गाला देशे बनमाला कोरे जलमाला शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गद गद शिवा शुक नारदा प्रेमे गद गद भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपदा भक विनोद देखे गौरार संपदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरार संपद की बजयो जयो गौरचंद्रे आरती को शोभा आरती को शोभा की बजयो जयो गौरचंद्रे आरती को शोभा जयो गौरचंद्रे आरती को शोभा जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा जानवी तटवने जगमन जानवी तटवने जगमन लोभा जान हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Guru Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. बोलो निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि बोल. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तरणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रजाकाचार्य शवचनारविंदम ऐसे भक्तिदान स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णवगण की, श्री नामाचार्य दास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा किरण गिर गोवर्धन की, श्री ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की, श्री मथुरा धाम की, श्री द्वारकापुरी धाम की, श्री भरतम छेद जगन्नाथपुर धाम की, श्रीमती गंगा माई की, श्रीमती जमुना माई की, श्रीमती भक्ति देवी की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, श्याम वेद भक्तवृंद की, कलयुग पतित पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की. ऑल ग्लोरीज assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories assembled devotees, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
जनिशन भगवान की. नमस्ते नारसिंहाय, नमस्ते नारसिंहाय, प्रह्लाद लाददायिनी, हिरण्यकशिपुर्वक्षः, शिलाटङ्कनखालय, ईतानि सिंह परतानि सिंह, नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे. दवकरकमलवरे नखा अद्भुत सिंहां, दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो दानविंगां, केशवदिता नर Hare Hare Rapa Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Keshavadita Nara Hari Ropa Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Keshavadita Nara Hari Ropa Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Jaya Jagadesha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Jaya Nishimhadev Jaya Nishimhadev Jaya Nishimhadev Jaya Nishimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol जय जय निश्चय भगवान की भक्त श्रेष्ठ प्रहलाद महाराज की जगत गुरु शिल प्रपात की जय गो शीतनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna everyone. How beautiful our TTs look today, right, everybody? Big shout out to the Pujaris. Let's say a big Hari Bol for them. Hari Bol! Thank you, Kamalkant Prabhu. Where is he? For an inspiring lecture. I think he just went outside. Uh, yes, also the decoration team. The flowers were very beautiful. Thank you so much, the decoration team. Tulsi Aarti was done by Amrita Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. And the cooking today was done by the Hoofthrop team. Thank you so much for doing that. Today's Sunday feast was sponsored by Vikram Prabhu. Do we see him? Vikram Prabhu? Oh, Hare Krishna. We are humbly sorry for the passing away of your brother, Dinesh Prabhu, on 7th of February. So we humbly chant for him. Let's do 3 rounds of Hare Krishna for the departed soul, and hopefully that brings peace to him. Let's do it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Do we have new people today to the temple for the first time? Yeah. We would like to give you some books. Would you like to have an English one? Yeah, English. What's your good name, Prabhu? Prakash. And Hare Krishna. English?
Yes, please.
What's your good name?
Chris.
Chris. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Prabhu. Any more? Can you please raise your hands? Anybody else who's the first time to the temple? Welcome, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the inspiring lecture. Okay. So the upcoming program we have on Thursday, which is Ram Navami. We'll send the flyer soon for the series of the program that will happen. And now we'll start the feast. Yeah. So we can sit accordingly and we can have it. Hari Bol. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Hare Krishna.